There's an airplane in the sky and I have no control over that, so I'm gonna continue with my video. Today I am going to show you guys the newest PR package, which by the way is the biggest PR package I think I've ever received. And this is from Pixi Beauty, so thank you Pixi. It's 4 new palettes and I'm really excited to talk about them with you because some of them I think are amazing. We're gonna be using them today. I can't even like show you this whole box. Like the guy bringing it up to my door is like, what is this? So let's get into it. These are collabs that have been done with other women and so I'm really excited to share them with you. First we're going to be talking about this Cream Rouge lip blush palette. So this was created with Louise Rowe and it says creamy deliciousness. I created these colors for lips and cheeks. It's all you need, one palette. And I honestly don't usually like these types of products, but as I was using it, I really like the colors in this palette more than I thought. I also think that the lip product stays on very nicely, like it's not so greasy that it just rubs around. So I do think this is a really good quality lip palette if that's something you're interested in. Obviously, it's not something that you're gonna probably just keep in your purse and throw it on unless you know you carry like a really big purse, then maybe so, but there's so many options and I think it's a fun palette. If you're like a makeup artist or you just enjoy variety for every day, I think it's great. But again, for touch-ups it is a little bit difficult, but I do enjoy it. For blush it was a little bit harder to blend out, so I would honestly start off with just doing one cheek, work on blending it out, and then do the other one. Don't like put it down all on your face because it is a little bit more of a thicker cream consistency, so it is a little bit more difficult to blend than their most recent cream blushes, which I absolutely love those cream blush sticks. But I do think it is very pretty. It did kind of dry down a little bit. Same with the lipstick. It doesn't feel too greasy. It's not completely transfer proof, but it's not as slippery as I thought it would be. So it feels nice on the lips. The colors are gorgeous. You can create your own kind of custom lip with this and I really like it. You get reds, you get deep tones, you get nudes. So I think the options with this are endless and I'm actually surprised that I like it as much as I do. I think it's really pretty. So I don't think it's a must-have for everyone. I don't think it's something that everyone will actually use and get use out of, but I see myself using it for creating everyday looks. Again, it's not going to be kind of my like, ooh, I need a touch up because I don't really want to carry this around. Plus I live in Arizona where it's really hot and I don't want it to melt. This highlighter was created by Makeup by Denise. That's a D, oh my gosh. Makeup by Denise. This is the highlighter palette. It has all highlighters in it and it says, or she wrote in this little package here, it says, don't let anyone dim your glow. Find the perfect shade to match any mood with this beautiful, versatile highlighter palette. And I would say this is definitely very inclusive for everyone. You have a very light toned kind of white gold shade. You have these light champagne shades, a light pink champagne, and then you have these deeper shades, which I personally like to use as blush toppers. The deepest shade, I don't know if I'll be able to use it for anything more than eyeshadows. But they're so beautiful. This color is gorgeous. I'm going to be using it as an eyeshadow because it has like this almost purple rosy tone to it. It's so pretty and it's just so gorgeous and I think this is going to look amazing on deeper skin tones. I also can use it for all over the body as well, especially when I get more tan for the summer. So I always love Pixi highlighters. They're all very creamy. They're gorgeous. And I love mixing different colors together. I feel like it's versatile for face and also for your eyes. So if this is something that you think you'd get use out of, I absolutely recommend it. The only thing is I do wish that Pixi did change up their packaging a little bit. I'm kind of over the like flimsy green packaging because it all kind of just starts to seem very redundant. And I know they kind of have like the same theme kind of going on, just pretty and just very like feminine-esque type of look going on, very everyday natural, but I kind of do wish they would change up their packaging just a little bit just because this packaging seems very cheap. And I know it's not just about the packaging, but it would be nice to even like change it up to cardboard so that it can be recycled. But that's probably my only complaint about these is I wish it did have better packaging. Next up, this is probably what I am the most excited for because can we say hello? hello, deep, dark shades. This is something that the drugstore is missing and desperately needs to see more of. So I feel like this is a step in the right direction. This excited me so much to see a deep shade. Now I know if you're like lighter skin tone, you're probably like, well, how am I really gonna get use out of this? Well, I created a smoky bronzed deep chocolate eye look with this. So you could kind of create a monochromatic bronze look with this whole entire palette. And it just makes me so happy to see deeper shades. This was collaborated with, her name is Promise Tamong, and she said, I created this palette to help you enhance and define your best features. Get ready to be a sculpted goddess. And I love face palettes like these that have lots of different options because honestly, I love to mix tones. So I'll start off with kind of the bronzer shade, and then if I want to add more sculpt define shade, I will take the cooler to contour. You can use these lighter shades to either kind of set your under eye, or what I really like to use it for is to clean up underneath where I put the contour shade. Has beautiful two highlighters in this. I think the only thing that really seems like it's missing is maybe a more medium highlighter shade. I almost think that they would have been better off just putting even more colors in here, but I understand they want it to be like a completed face palette with highlighter and also bronzer, but I know that I'll be hitting pan on this. This is probably my favorite thing from this collection. I think it will get a lot of use, and again, makes me so happy to see deeper shades. Let's keep going that way. Let's continue. This highlighter is super light and bright, and this one is much more darker. I could not wear this as a highlighter shade, but someone with a deeper skin tone definitely can get use out of it. I used that on my lid as a shimmer shade, and again, it just created the most beautiful smoky chocolate brown eye look. So even if you're like, well, in reality, I'll only use like 2 shades, 3 shades, you can get more use on the eyes for sure. Same with the lighter shades. If you're a deeper skin tone, you could probably still use a lot of these for some eyeshadow shades. I personally love having a face palette like this versus just one bronzer because I like to use multiple colors. So to me, this is so worth it. I would probably purchase this with my own money. This is probably the thing I would purchase with my own money. Like I would feel like I want and need. I love Pixi face products. They just work so well. I love them so much. Lastly, we have the eyeshadow palette. This is in collaboration with Tina Young, and she said, I've combined all my favorite shades to create this versatile eyeshadow palette that's perfect for any occasion. I think that holds pretty true. I think that you have enough variety for you like light neutrals every day plus some pops of colors. The first day I wore this, I did a very neutral kind of mauve look with a pop of blue underneath, and then this is the look that I came up with today. And to be honest, I didn't think I'd have as much fun with this palette as I have had. Pixi palettes normally don't excite me that much. The quality is always great, but I always feel like the shimmers are lackluster. I wish they were a little bit more intense, but I understand that's not everyone's cup of tea, and that's fine. I always do feel like I have to use these shimmers wet, but to be honest, I actually enjoyed this palette much more than I thought. It's probably my favorite Pixi eyeshadow palette yet, just because you do have a little bit more variety of colors to play with, and I think that it has a lot of beautiful rose gold shades, and so if this is like your type of color story for every day, I think it's a nice palette. Again, for me personally, I wish the shimmers were just a bit more intense, but I know that that's not really Pixi's type of way. I feel like Pixi is definitely geared towards people who like more natural, everyday, typical workwear type of looks, just neutral, kind of subtle. And so I feel like this is a little bit of a step out of their comfort zone because it does have color, but I do like this color story. I think you can have a lot more fun with this than I thought you would. So I surprisingly liked it. Again, Pixi shimmers aren't my favorite. It makes me want to add like, you know, my own duochrome on top or other pops of colors, but pleasantly surprised with how many different looks I've been able to come up with already so far. So I don't hate it, but I don't know if it's something that I would have spent my own money on to buy. But again, if this is your cup of tea, I think you can get beautiful everyday looks. They have the best mattes that blend and build so flawlessly. You don't have to put any work into it whatsoever. I don't know what they do, but their mattes are formulated so well. And so I wish the shimmers would step it up just a notch, because then it probably would honestly be my favorite formula for like drugstore eyeshadow ever, because their mattes kick butt. I will say that. And I think it's really pretty. I didn't have any problems. Again, I wish the shimmers were a little bit more pow in your face, but it's not like that, and that's all right. Thank you so much, Pixi, for sending me these products to review for my followers. What I would like to know, is there anything that you guys are interested in buying from this collection? I think these girls did an amazing job. I love the things that they curated. I was surprised by some of them, that I liked them more than I thought. I love the face palettes. I know that that's what I'm going to be using a lot, and I probably will also be using the lip palette a lot more too, for blush and just for some quick color, more than I thought. So I personally liked this collection more than I was expecting. I was expecting to be a little bit bored by it, but I actually really like it. And again, the face palettes are definitely my thing. Anytime Pixi releases face palettes, I'm pretty much all about those. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more videos, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. And you guys have a great day.